Oh, really itchy nose today. Driving me nuts. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, how's it going? How are you? What's about yourself? Yeah, I'm alright actually. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Just doing another one of these spoons with the spirals going through it. Just trimming it up before I sand it, and then it'll be finished. Beautiful and cool. I don't know if you've seen the one that I did before. This one's going to have slightly bigger gaps between the spirals, but it doesn't matter too much. It's going to look really good. Spoon. Very observant of you. Yes, it is a spoon. I haven't seen that spiral. This one, yeah. This is the one that I did the other day, the finished one. So it looks something along the lines of that. It's quality. Be as cheeky as you want. As long as his first name's not Little. Teddy Swims? No, I haven't. No. Oh, the door. I listen to a lot of folk music. I do. We'll be playing it in the background right now, but I don't want to get copyright infringement or whatever it is. Message. Got a message. Start listening to it. What sort of folk? Any sort of folk music, really. My favourite band's a band called the Huckleberries. They're not about anymore, but they were really good. The glasses, the hat, and the beard make you look like a dweeb weenie. I don't know what a dweeb weenie is, mate. I'm English. If you're going to be insulting, at least be topical. You know, let me know what I'm going on about. Because if I don't understand what you're going on about, you're just laughing at yourself, really, laughing at your own jokes, aren't you? Really, so it's not really that funny. Bless you. But yeah, the hat, the glasses, the hat, and the beard make you look. I'm not wearing glasses, Chavy. I don't know if you noticed. These invisible things here aren't glasses. But I'll give you a 6 for effort. But unfortunately, as I said many times, people don't give offence. People take offence, and I don't take offence to that. So you're not being offensive. And you're not really that funny, to be fair, either. So as I say, 10 out of 10 for effort. Someone left the door open to the Cunt Farm this morning, and a load of them got out. But maybe he's on about Teddy Swims. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. But I'm assuming he's trying to be insulting, but he's probably American. Oh no, he's a kid. He's got to be a kid. He's repeating the same thing over and over again. Must be a child. Schools are out. Let's block him in a second because this is for adults only. This is. He does wear glasses and he loves his beard. Nah, this guy's just being a tit, isn't he? That's what he's trying. Well, he's trying. He's trying to be a tit anyway. Weenie. Who the fuck says weenie? How old are you? Call me a cunt or a cock or a fucking twat or something like that. Don't fucking. Dweeb weenie. Dweeb weenie. Yeah, all right, Chavy. 10 out of 10 for effort, mate. I'll give you a 6 for your actual insult. It's pretty weak, to be honest with you. Probably a bit like your knob, mate. But... Me. Okay, Harold Betterson. Probably worse than, I'd say. There you guys. Yeah, righto, mate. Whatever. as I said, if I don't understand what you're going on about, it's just sort of it's an inside joke and you're laughing at your own jokes, and that's a bit sad, really, isn't it, at the end of the day? But bless you. Oh. Someone used to get punched a lot when they were at school, I'm imagining. I bet you've only got about 3 teeth. I'm making a spoon with a spiral in it. It's going to look like this when she's done. That's what I'm making. Doing a bit of whittling, a bit of carving. I'm just trimming it up before I sand it. London. Old London. Afternoon, dude. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm good as gold. Sound as a round pound. He called you a white ghost. Ah, bless him. Never mind. Ooh. As I say, if someone doesn't, it's if you're going to take the mick out of someone, you know what I mean, and try and be horrible or offensive or something like that, it's best to know, best the reciprocating party knows what you're going on about. Otherwise, you're just not being offensive and you're just sort of laughing at yourself and at your own jokes, aren't you? Really, to be honest with you, it's just a bit sort of sad. I bet he hasn't got many friends. Afternoon, all. Hello, Steve Croft. How you doing? Are you all right? What's being made today? I'm doing a copy of this, basically. But this one's going to have a bit bigger gap between the spirals because it's made from hazel and it's a bit softer than ash. And I don't want to push it too far because if I do them too thin, I'll probably snap them when I'm carving them. When I'm putting pressure on one, it'll probably take the other one off. Right, continuing the spoon. Yes, indeed. Awesome, not bad. Cheers. Come across your shorts. You should enjoy your content and knowledge. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. I get quite a few people arguing with me, like someone was saying today about boiling stuff in tins. They're like, well, it's food grade plastic. I was like, it isn't. It's a completely different plastic. There's only one plastic that you can put boiling water in. You can't boil water in it, otherwise it will start dispersing into the water. Can't remember the exact name of it. You can look it up. But yeah, you don't want to be doing that. It's probably not the best idea, you know. It'd be like cooking in a lead pot. Just not really worth it. And look what happened to the Romans. Have you got a favourite spot in the UK to head out camping? Yes, I have indeed. Do I do camping videos then? I've got loads on my GoPro. I haven't been out for a while because I've got diagnosed with heart failure. So it's hard for me to get out and do stuff. But I have got camping videos. A lot of them are on my TikTok. But I will be going up the woods next week. I'll be going up there. My mate's just got himself a new toy, so we're going to go out there and shoot some stuff. And I do camping videos. I haven't been this year because I've been quite ill over the last year. But I took the kids up to the woods. Beginning of summer. I do need to go out and go camping. I'll just even spend the day in the woods cooking and doing stuff like that, making some survival videos because people seem to be oh, you don't do anything, you're just sitting there talking away. Well, I've got over 20 years of experience in bushcraft and survival and stuff like that, and countryside management, habitat establishment and maintenance, arboriculture, animal and plant biology, lowland game management, agricultural environment, you name it, man. But as I say, I'm pretty poorly at the moment. I struggle. I get very tired very quickly. I can't walk very far anymore, which is annoying because I used to go walking all the time. But I'll still go out the woods, just not as much as I'd like to. But I'm just waiting for my mate. He's moving house, and he's the only one with a 4x4. And unfortunately, we can't get down to the woods. Driving down, we have to walk down. It's a bit too far for me to walk, so I'm waiting for him to move house, and then they come and pick me up, and we go down there. The track gets a bit sloppy this year. Get what I said is, I hope to make a full recovery. Yeah, I'm waiting for major heart surgery, so I'll be all right once I do that. Well, I've got 6-month recovery, but my dad done stuff like that. Yeah, I do take the kids out. We go out like mushroom foraging and stuff like that, kind of looking for edible mushrooms. I found a load of agricus. Fucking, I can't remember what they're called now. Love it when your brain goes dead. The Prince, they're called. I can't remember the Latin name for them. Agricus Augustus. Agrigus Augustus. They're related to the portobello mushroom. Found a load of those the other day. Found a massive chicken in the woods. The sulphur polypore, but it was well past its best date. It was pretty manky. What wood do I use? All sorts of different wood. If you're on about what wood I'm using now, this is hazel, but I'm mainly carving ash because it's quite tough. And when I'm doing something like this, I mean, like I could do a fine. Oh, there we go. If it breaks it, I'll do a finer spiral on that because it's a harder wood and it'll hold up. But if I do that on this, which has got a bigger spiral on it, as I'm putting pressure on one, I'll knock out one of the other ones, so it won't be that good. But I use ash, oak, cherry, chestnut, beech, hazel, hawthorn, blackthorn, cherry. Cherry's good to use for spoons. Comes out looking beautiful. Lovely grain on it. Holly. Hawthorn's good. Hawthorn and blackthorn are good for walking sticks. Same with hazel because they're tough. Bendy as well. Hazel's quite flexible, so handy for making walking sticks. Lasts forever as well if you look after it. Did I study horticulture? No, I did forestry, not horticulture. And countryside management, habitat establishment, maintenance. So lowland game management. Do I sell my spoons? No, not at the moment. I'm just making this for family and friends for Christmas at the moment. I can't keep up with the demand of selling stuff. Oh, the sun's just gone in. What start tips you give me if I want to get a bit of wood and carve? Or how to do it with a knife? I'd just get a piece of wood. Get yourself like a tree branch, or obviously something not this thick, and I'd literally just practice like doing different cuts and stuff, cutting different shapes, carving different shapes just to start off with. Just peel the log, push cuts like that. You know, just practice basically. Just practice using a knife, practice different cuts, make different shapes, peel a stick, carve it into a point, carve the end of it round, just stuff like that. Have you tried doing workshops with people, teach others the craft? Nah, I'm rubbish at teaching people. As I say, those who can do, those who can't teach. I'm terrible at teaching people. I ain't got the patience for it. Hello again. Hello, Noel Smith. How are you? I'm up for I'll do some videos and that. What I'm up to today, I'm making another one of these spoons. That's what I'm up to today. I've been recording step-by-step process on this one, so I'll be posting that video tonight or tomorrow. Depends when I finish the spoon. Awesome, yeah man. That's lovely and sharp, that is. Make sure your knife's sharp. Yeah, it's another thing. If you're going to carve, make sure your knife's sharp, because if it's blunt, you put more pressure on it, you've got more chance of slipping and cutting your hands open. If it's sharp, it's actually safer. But then if you cut yourself with a blunt knife, it tears into you. If you cut yourself with a sharp knife, it just leaves a nice, neat little cut on you, and it heals better. And don't do what I did and stick a carpentry gouge right into your thumb, up into the bone. I stuck a carpentry gouge like proper into my thumb a couple of years ago. That made me go white. That wasn't a grin emoji. More of a shy smile. Okay, fair play, fair play. I can't barely see him anyway. It's so small because I'm on my phone. It's hard to see them anyway. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. My blood pressure got too high, so I can't see properly out of my left eye. It's all just fuzzy. Do I have a favourite tree like Asa, Davidi? I think the bark is amazing. My favourite tree is a tree called a wild service tree, but you don't see them a lot anymore. You only get them in like really ancient woodlands. Then probably the yew tree. Silver birch is awesome because it's my favourite tree for bushcraft anyway. The silver birch, because it's a tree of 1,000 uses. The Betula pendula, the silver birch tree. Really good for firelighting. You can drink the sap. You can eat the leaves. The leaves are really good for you. Well, when they're young, anyway. If you eat them when they're a bit old to the end of the year, they taste like bloody eating cardboard. But I'm sorry if I can't type. My puppy's been very annoying. No, that's okay. Ooh, ouch, ghost noise. Birch is great firewood. Also, my favourite smell. It's very nice. It's really good for burning. You can make oil out of it as well, like tar. They the name Betula is was used in the name bitumen because it's very bituminous. It does burn really, really well. My favourite wood for burning is apple, for smell wise, and especially if you're smoking meat with it, like smoking a salmon or something like that. Apple wood's good. Any fruit tree for smoking wood, really, smoking meat really. Oak for beef. Yeah, saunas, yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. It's because it's very abundant wood. It's one of the first trees to colonise a patch of land when the forest starts. Petula bark. What petula? What is it, like patchouli? Like the stuff that smells like soil. Is that what you're going on about? One of my favourite smells is the smell of burning chaga. That's a parasite. Inonotus obliquus, the chaga. It's a parasite that grows on silver birch trees, but it's really rare around here. You don't really see it because it's too warm. You only get it in colder northern climates. That smells like sweet incense when it's burning. That's probably why it's so expensive. But one of my Canadian friends sent me a big box full of different dried mushrooms and sorry, shit joke. Oh right, okay. I didn't get that one. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today. I'm a bit knackered. Put a twist in the spoon. What time is it? 3:30. What's the best way to make a fire for wild camping if all the wood around you is drenched? Find a tree that's fallen over. Dig around for some punky soft wood that's dry. You can use the silver birch. You can use the very fine limbs off of that because that goes up like a rocket anyway. Look for a coppice stall. There's plenty. If you're in England, there's coppice stalls everywhere. Go and find a coppice stall and give it a shake, and bits will fall down because what it will have in it is loads of really fine bits of standing deadwood. The bottom will be wet, the top will be wet, but the middle bit will be dry. That's a good place to forage for dry firewood. If not, find a big log that's been out, that's off the ground. If you see a tree branch that's off the ground, cut the middle out of it, split it into quarters with an axe, and then get your knife and peel the inside of that. You get loads of dry stuff out of there. Dude, my thanks for chatting. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, you too, man. Enjoy yourself. Was the shitness of the joke probably? Yeah, probably, maybe. That's a good way of getting the fire going. I know Ray Mears keeps a piece of bike inner tube inside his fire lighting kit, and he just cuts a piece off and lights that up, and that'll help. Anything like fat wood, they call it, resinous pine wood, that goes up a treat. Pine resin is always a winner. You can just light it up like petrol. It goes up really, really well. There's all sorts of places. Well, we're around here anyway. I don't know about different climates, but it's so interesting and knowledgeable. Thank you very much. Cheers. I've been doing it a long time, a very long time. I can talk for hours about the woods, stuff like that. Oh yeah, Ireland. Yes, it's a very wet country, isn't it? It's been quite wet around here recently, actually. To be fair, at the moment it's about 18 degrees and sunny down here, so it's not too bad. Different world, mate. Different world. Missing rain here. Yeah, it's so Ireland's a bit wet. My mate went there in the summer actually for a camp up. It's a shame, really. It's a bit too far for me to go. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, too right. When we're working up the woods and I get a fire going, I'll just get the old chainsaw jerry can and just pour a bit of fuel on there, flick a match here. Oof, there we go, fire's lit. Nice and easy. You don't have to do all this. You could make a fire set, friction fire. You can use 2 pieces of flint on some dry horse hoof bracket fungus. You can do all this sort of romantic stuff, but at the end of the day, the best thing to light a fire with is one of these. You know, it's like if you go to like a tribal situation, they're sitting there in their tribe and they're doing the old friction fire, and blah blah blah. And if you walked up to them and went, "Here you go," they're not going to go, "No, we'd rather spend 10 minutes doing this." They go, "Brilliant! Where did you get that from?" You know, oh, quality. You know, as humans, we take the path of least resistance. You know, at the end of the day, it's whatever you can. There's no wrong or right way to light a fire. I've got a friction fire video in my videos of me lighting a friction fire in the garden, because I had a lot of people saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. So I was like, "Oh, I'll make a fire by rubbing sticks together and just let everyone know that I can practice these things." But the thing is, the videos I comment on aren't really bushcraft. They're just silly hack videos, you know. But a lot of people get the ump. They're like, "Well, yeah, well, at least they're trying. At least they're making videos." I was like, "Well, they're not trying. They're not doing it right, you know. They're the thing, you know. Oh, I'm in a survival situation. Let me just get my tin of tuna out. I'm going to make a tuna stove later. I've got a tin of tuna in the cupboard. Should be a laugh." Yeah, in a survival situation. But it depends, you know, if it's just going camping. It's not a survival situation, is it? You know, when I go camping, I'll take beer with me. I'll take steaks. I'll take, you know, bottles of water with fizzy water with me. You know, I don't mess about. I'm going camping. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I just learnt about survival from a very young age because I found it very interesting. I can nap flint as well. I can make, you know, I can go up the wood. I could go up the woods with nothing on me and make a fire, and make myself a blade. I can make myself a bow, an arrow. I can, you know, just from nothing. I don't need a knife or anything like that. But when you're going camping, it's camping, man. Take a bottle of whiskey with you. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and sleep in a hammock, hanging in the trees. So I only comment on those videos because they say survival tips. In a survival situation, just make yourself a fire, make yourself a shelter, find water, and then worry about food afterwards. If you don't have any food on you. Rubbing sticks is hard work. I tried it. Doing around it, can do it. I can get a friction fire going in about 2 minutes ish. 2 minutes ish. Around about that time. Where's my fire set? Here we go. Look, here's one that I did. Where's the spindle? You just got to have the right wood. Spindle in there. Block to go on the top. And then a fire bow that I made out of a bit of a manky old stick there. And you can get minutes, you can get a fire going. And just spin that around like that. Oh, this is an old bootlace. That needs to be higher up. A bit higher. And you can make fire pretty quickly. I could show you actually in the garden. Oops. Yeah, I need to put my foot on that. Hang on. Give me a second. I haven't got a tinder bundle prepared, but I can show you how easy it is to get a coal. Just wait a second. Bear with me. Let me get my shoes on. Let me get my camera stand out. Make sure I don't have a heart attack in the process. Oh, my ham's cooking away there. I need to flip that over. Bear with me a second. The flipping of the hand. That smells nice and spicy. Oh, bloody kids have spilled water everywhere. There's a plastic bag to sit on. You need to be sitting on the floor, you see. Bear with me a second, I've lost half my viewers now. I wonder if I can make a tinder bundle out of this stuff that I've got on here. So let's see. Right, so let's get that and that. Is this going to be fine enough to get a fire going? That's the question. Might be. Bit of oil there. Might have to put a bit of cotton wool in the centre. Let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, I'm all right. I'll take my time. I'll just it's not the walking around that make me get out of breath. It's actually making a fire. Where's my fire lighting box? There he is. Right, so we're going to need. There's charcloth in the top of there. Not going to break that. Bit of cotton wool. I haven't got anything prepared, so I normally use like dry grass or something like that. Use a bit of cotton wool. We'll put that in the middle of the tinder bundle. Right, so we've got our tinder fire set. Let's take that out here. I might not be able to spark it up. My neighbour's got their door open, but I'll definitely be able to get a coal going. Might piss them off a bit. So I go with this. Right. Back to sit on. Signal's pretty bad out here. Nah, I'll be alright, I'll be fine. Need to grab some leaves. Leaves are important. Right. I'll show you how to get pole going. Can't make a proper fire. Oh, don't get wet. Don't get wet. Right, can you see? I'll just dunk that in water. No, I didn't. That's all right. Leaves to catch the coal. Can you see? Not need to cut any groove in it, but it'll be alright. It's gonna be a bit squeaky. A bit tighter. Oh, let's start again. Started to go. Might need to cut a new groove in it. This one's been used too much, I think. No, a little bit more. Just a little bit. One more go. No, one more time. I might need to make another groove. Have we got a coal? Is it smoking on its own? Yeah, there we go. Don't know if you can see that. Then you put that in a tinder bundle. Stick it in something like this. Yeah, I'm not going to do it because people have got their windows open, so I end up getting shouted at, but that's basically do it. I need to cut a new notch in here because this one's done now. That's why it was such hard work, but that's basically how you do it. Down my back. And then obviously you transfer it to tinder bundle, keep blowing it gently, keep blowing it more and more until it combusts. And then it flames up. But that notch, I need a new notch on there because that one's been, out of breath now, that one's been done too many times. So, but yeah. Let's have a look at the comment. I thought that was it. Yeah, sometimes it you can do it. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's my missus. Yeah, but my neighbour's got a back door open, so if I start setting fire to stuff, it's a bit harsh, really. Definitely lighting. What the fuck? Oh, we cook things. We need to do more of this. Didn't it? Make glass by striking sand too. I don't know what you mean. Well, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, there we go. That's how you do a friction fire. Better make sure that's out, otherwise set fire to my house. But I need to make a new notch here because this one's done now. It's not really producing. It's starting to make that look a bit dodgy as well. So I need to reshape the end of that. Make myself a I don't know how hard that is to even take the both thing back and forwards. Yeah, it's a bit of a. I'm out of breath. As I say, I've got a heart problem, so it's hang on. Let me just go and tidy everything up. But that is basically how you start a friction fire. Don't have a match or a lighter or something like that. But if that was a fresh notch, I'll probably get that done in about 2 or 3 minutes. And if my neighbour's door was shut, I would have actually combusted it into a fire. But it's a bit harsh, and I'll just get moaned at. But yeah, there we go. Where's my drink? So that's a bow drill. You can do one with your hands as well, which is twice as hard. That can take like 20 minutes, half an hour. But if you get like a bootlace or something like that, tie it to your thumbs so it's looped over and put it on top, you can just keep going. Really fancy. If you have now, keep seeing your name. Don't look bad. But yeah, that's how you get a friction fire going. Never heard that before. But let me just get that plastic bag out before it blows across the garden. And that was on a soaking wet floor as well. So. Floor's all wet, so a bit of moisture might have been brought up from the floor, but that's how you do it. Put my slippers back on. Got to be comfortable, ain't you? Yo, friction fire. Banter, it's cool, yeah, it's cool. That was super interesting to see. I'm going to try this myself. Wouldn't have even thought about moisture from the floor affecting it. It's like when you make a fire, if the floor's wet and you make a fire on the wet floor, the fire won't light up like it should do because it draws moisture up from the floor. So what you do is you split a load of dry wood like that and make a little platform and then make your fire on it. And by the time the fire is hot enough to hold its own, it will burn through the wood and it won't matter anyway. But yeah, when you're making fires, there's loads of different ways to make fire. But I've got some char cloth in there, and I've got a couple of flints as well, like proper flint, not the ferrocerium rods that people use. I'll make a fire like that. You are the best. That's a bit biased though, isn't it? That's my missus. Curious about fashion, isn't it? Maybe the demonstration I hadn't seen it like before. Yeah, it does go. That little coal. Did you see me? I don't know if you got that on the camera because I couldn't see what I was filming. But when I was blowing it, that ember was just getting bigger and bigger, and all that dust around it's really dry dust. So if you keep blowing it towards the dust, it'll make a coal. And if you put it in a tinder bundle, it could be made from anything. You can even make them out of paper if you want. My favourite thing to do is to get my knife sideways like that and scrape a piece of ash. And it comes up like a big nest. And that's what I use. But as I say, I couldn't blow it into an actual fire because it's so smoky, it just goes everywhere. But if you look on my videos, there's a video where I do it. I've got all the kids watching me. Yeah, you can see it very, very well, actually. Awesome, awesome. Hello, Mrs. Bushcraft. But yeah, that's the fire bow set. So if I went up to the woods and I didn't even have a knife on me, what I'd do is I'd find myself a piece of hazel coppice that's dry, that's been off the ground. I'd get myself a flint and a striker stone, and I'd strike the flint on top to create a flake, and I'd use the flake to bat through, split the wood into a little fireboard like that, which is basically what I did with that, but with a knife. Create a fireboard. I'd get a nice spindle bit of coppice. I'd shave it off with the flint, and then obviously I'd make the block. The block can be anything. It can be a stone, it can be an old shell, it can be absolutely anything you want. And the bow, you just find a piece of bent wood about the length of your arm, and use an old bootlace. Hi from Plymouth. Hello Plymouth. How's it going in Plymouth? The West Country, isn't it? Further down south than me. But yeah, let's go back to something a little less stressful on the arms. Bit of spoon carving, bit of a whittle. Dartmoor, awesome man, awesome. Bloody Southerners. We're just jealous because the weather's nice down there. Yeah, man. A northerner. Whereabouts up north are you from? I've only ever been up north a few times, I think, in my life. I've been to Yorkshire. I've been to the Yorkshire Dales as well. It's a beautiful place. Been to Birmingham. Been to Skegness. Barnsley in Yorkshire, but living in Birdlington. Okay, awesome. I don't even know what that is, but I'll pretend to do. Oh, awesome, lovely place. I've been to Wensleydale. I've been to the cheese factory in Wensleydale. Near Scarborough. Oh yeah, I know whereabouts Scarborough is. That's where they have the parsley, sage, rosemary, and mint and thyme, isn't it? I'm going to Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Hammock camping, yes or no? Yes in the summer, no in the winter. In the winter, you're like a piece of meat hanging in the meat locker. It's freezing. Unless you've got an under blanket, under duvet thing, but I ain't got one of those. Then yeah, it's probably all right. But hammock camping, yeah, definitely. I love a hammock. It's like sleeping on air. But I'm 6'4", so it's can get a bit cramped if I don't lay in the right position. It can get a bit cramped up. This is nearly ready for sanding. Laugh out loud. Aunt lives there. Yeah, my uncle lives in Skegness, wherever that is. I found an under blanket. Did very little. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It's because people don't know you, but you're amazing at what you do. And when you know it, you know it. Yeah, to be fair, don't make my head get any bigger because I have to get some blocks of wood to stick underneath it, stop it from falling off. Rotherham. Where's Rotherham? I'm trying to think. I'm not very good at my geography unless it's round here. I'm a proper local. Yeah. Are you local? Local man. Been to Somerset. Somerset's beautiful. Ah, fair play, fair play. Yeah, my uncle moved up there years ago when I was about 4 or 5, I think. Sharpen up my knife. Give it a little strop. There's like a wax line on it. I've been sharpening that up. Quality little knives these are. Only cost me a tenner, or 13 quid or something. I can't remember. It's under 20 quid anyway. A little Opinel knife. Sheffield. Where's Sheffield? Been to Wales. Wales is a beautiful place. Brecon Beacons. That's a good place to go camping. I used to love going camping there. Used to do a lot of fishing up there as well. That'll do, that'll do. It's not majorly sharp, but it's sharp enough to do what I want to do. I think the next bit of that is to sand it. It looks fairly even. Great city centre. I live in between a village and a town. I always say I live in the village though. I'm about 10 metres away from being in the village. My family come from round here, West Sussex. Pulborough, my mum's side of the family come from. And my dad's side of the family from London. Answering Lewis. That's cool. How long did it take you? This about 2 hours, I suppose, on and off. Ish. A lot quicker than the last one, but this one's made out of ash, so it's got a finer spiral on it because it's a tougher wood, and I can get away with it. If I start putting pressure on one, I'll probably snap the other one off of these if it was too small. So I've gone for a bigger gap between the spiral. What grit sandpaper? I start off with 60 grit and then go down to 250. Well, I normally just use 60 then 250. It depends. That looks wicked. Cheers, man. I don't know if you've seen some of the other stuff I carve. There's a walking stick I carved with a barley twist. The old barley twist in it. That took me a while. Just getting it right, you know. It gets tighter and tighter as it goes down the bottom. Dartmoor is the last place in England you can legally wild camp, and there's somewhere else as well. There's 2 places in England. There's only 3% left of public land, isn't there? I can't remember the other blow. Duke of Edinburgh. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's cool. That's awesome. Top looks like a duck's bill. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? I just left that natural. I didn't. I could have carved a duck into it, but it would have been a wonky duck. Would have been a bit like that. But yeah, the old. There's a wizard staff that I carved with a wizard in it. Got a wizard's face. Yeah, it looks cool as it is, man. It's wicked. The wizard staff, and his beard goes all the way down to the bottom. There he is. The old wizardy wizard. One of my favourite ones, that is. I need to carve more wizards. I need to get back into doing faces and stuff like that. I've got a bloody great big lump of oak out there. I might do a big one. A couple of little spoons that I made for camping. Yeah, it took me a while to carve that, I'll tell you, because I had to get the stick in between the beard the right shape, so it looks like it's curling around the stick. Because that was a lump of ash about that thick to start off with, so it took me a bit. And I didn't have many tools when I did that, so I did that whole thing with just a knife. That was crazy. That was. But it was before I got all my gouges and stuff. It's quite old, that one, but it's a couple of little. I like this one because it's made out of cherry and it's got that heartwood running through it. It's beautiful. And you've got like a couple of cookses. Well, the wizard stuff took me ages, probably about a day and a half. That was a beast. That was a big old lump of hazel. That was. That's a little cookser, little wooden drinking cup that I carved for bushcraft. Get your water out of the stream and drink it. Not around here though, you wouldn't want to do that. Like if you're in like somewhere like America where there's a glacial melt and you can get some fresh water out of it, yeah, fair enough. But there's a bigger one that I made. That's made out of spalted sycamore. You can see all the lines in it and the dark patches. It's where a fungus started growing through the tree as it was dying. With spalted wood looks quality anyway. There's a little wizard that I started carving out of a lump of Christmas tree. I need to finish him. What else? What else have I made? Have you seen my little doors that I make? I make little fairy doors. There you go. There's a little. I make these out of scrap pieces of wood. That's chestnut. That is. Little scrap pieces of wood. I'm going to go and put these on tree stumps, like on footpaths and stuff, with little paths coming off of them. Just make little stone paths and put them up against trees. Spin some people out. They're cute, yeah, man. They're awesome, awesome little things. So that's awesome. The beard on it, yeah, it's cool, man. It's got a cool beard on it. I like the beard. Swirls around the stick. I need to make another one of those actually. Awesome idea. Yeah, it's going to be good. On the cherry, Shattenancy. That's where the way the grain comes out, isn't it? The way the grain comes through. Was it you that told me about that? Was it you that I was speaking to about that? I remember someone on here telling me about that word. I can't pronounce it probably. I even messed around. This is one of my first spoons. Well, one of my spoons that I made a long time ago. You can tell by the. It's not very good, but I did a little wizard, like a little replica of that. Well, just a little experiment. Do a wizard spoon. What else have I got? Not much kicking around here. Obviously, there's my practice log. Do little wizard faces coming through. My mate's got a couple of big tree stumps in his woods that he wants me to carve. I could carve some really cool stuff into there. I'm going to wait till the summer though. The beards look great, yeah, man. They're wicked. I like them. It's one of my favourite things to carve, actually. Made myself a little chopping board, just a little one, just for when I go camping. Nothing special. It's not very straight, but I didn't use a plane on it or anything like that. It's just carved with a knife and sanded. So I'll split the wood. Well, do you carve first and nose? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If you're like starting off, you start off with like with the nose. If you use a corner of a piece of wood, you can use that as the nose, and you basically just sort of, I can't really see that. Draw the nose in roughly like that, and then you carve around the nose, and then the cheeks, and the moustache and all that. Draw the moustache, and then the cheeks come under here. Just basic lines. I can't draw to save my life, but I can do like a rough a rough pattern on a piece of wood. No, I'm rubbish at drawing. I can carve like 3D things, but I can't get it right when I'm drawing. I've never been good at drawing. I can just say I can draw like roughly, but yeah, just answer the question. As I said, well, I'm going to jump off, guys, because I've got dinner to make. I've just spent the last hour and a half boiling up a ham, and now I'm going to roast it in the oven and get that nice and lovely. But I will be back on probably about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, depends when the kids go to sleep. And I'll be sanding this bad boy off. It's going to need a lot of sanding, because you've always got to, when you're carving a spoon, make sure the handle's thick, because when you're like carving here, you slip and hit the spoon. So if you carve the handle nice and thin and make it look really posh to start off with, you end up slipping on the actual spoon and taking dinks out of it. But yeah, I'm off anyway. I've got to stop yapping. I've got to make dinner. See you guys later.